Okay, today we're going to talk about multiplying monomials by polynomials. Okay, mono just means one term, poly means many. Okay, and all we're going to do is use the distributive property, so it's real easy. I'm getting examples from your workbook. I'm on page 91. So 4b is our monomial, okay, just a single term, and then 5b squared plus b plus 6 is our polynomial. And it's in parentheses, the polynomial is in parentheses, so all we're going to do is use the distributive property. So we have to distribute that 4b to every term in the polynomial. So we have 4b times 5b squared, 4b times b, and 4b times 6. And if you remember, when we multiply terms that have exponents in them, when we're multiplying terms that have exponents in them, we're just going to add the exponents. So, and we're going to multiply our coefficients. So 4b times 5b squared, 4 times 5 is 20. I don't know if I can write it right. And then b times b squared is b to the third. Okay, so I just multiplied 4 times 5 and b times b squared. Now I'm going to do the same thing for b. 4b times b is 4, because there's a 1 here, we just don't draw it there, but if it helps you to put it in, that's fine. There's a 1 there, so 4 times 1 is 4, and b times b is b squared, or b to the second power. Now we have 4b times 6, and I'm going to multiply my coefficient and my constant, and I have 24b. And so this is the answer. 20b to the third plus 4b to the second plus 24b. And that's all we're doing is distributing the monomial to the polynomial. I'm going to do one more that has a negative number in it because I know this can be tricky. Okay, so my monomial in this case is negative 2g squared. My polynomial is 3g to the third power plus 6g minus 5. Okay, so all I'm going to do is distribute that negative 2g squared to all three terms. So I get negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And then g squared times g to the third power, add your powers together, g to the fifth. I have negative 2g to the second power times positive 6g, so I have negative 2 times positive 6, which is negative 12. You could write plus 12, negative 12, or you can just say minus 12. And g to the second times g, it's going to be g to the third. Now I have negative 2g squared times negative 5. Okay, so I have a negative times a negative, so I'm going to have a positive term. 2 times 5 is 10. And then my variable is g squared. So negative 6g to the fifth minus 12g to the third plus 10g squared. Okay? So all you're doing is distributing. And we're going to do one more thing, and then you can start working on your workbook page. We're going to do the opposite. We're going to factor out terms. And you've done this in simple solutions before. Okay, they want us to undistribute this. So we're going to factor out a term. So you look at 8x to the second minus 12x. Okay? The easiest thing to see is they both have at least one x, right? So we can take out x. And you take out this x, I'll take out one of these x's. Okay? Now I have 8 and 12, so you ask yourself, what is the greatest common factor of 8 and 12? The biggest number that goes into both of them is 4, right? So I'm going to take out 4 from this 8 and 4 from this 12, and I'm left, when I take 4x, when I divide this by 4x, I get 2x. And when I divide 12x by 4x, I get 3. So all I've done is found the greatest common factor of 8x to the second and 12x. And I've taken them out and put it in front, and then this is what's left. 4x times 2x squared, the 2x is 8x squared. 4x times 3, 12x. And you keep your negative sign. Okay, so now you can start working on your workbook page. It's going to be on page 287 in your workbook. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay.